So I just finished my morning Bible study, Ezekiel 9. Frankly, I was rather startled, taken aback by this story. This is the judgment of the idolaters. Now, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be something that's more of a vision or a dream, or if it's something that is actually a story. But the basic idea is here that God is angry with the people. He's sent, he says, bring near those who are appointed to execute judgment on the city, each with a weapon in his hand. And I saw 6 men coming from the direction of the upper gate, which faces north, each with a deadly weapon in his hand. With them was a man clothed in linen, who had a writing kit at his side. They came in and stood beside the bronze altar. Now the glory of the God of Israel went up from the cherubim where it had been, and moved to the threshold of the temple. Then the Lord called to the man in linen, who had the writing kit at his side, and said to him, "Go throughout the city of Jerusalem and put a mark on the foreheads of those who grieve and lament over the detestable things that are done in it." So God's bringing forth the basically a detail, right? There's going to be one man with the writing stuff, and then the 6 men with the killing weapons. I read this both in the King James edition and the NIV. This is the NIV, and they're going to go through and basically just walk from the temple through the city, and any man that is lamenting and saying, "Oh my gosh, what has Israel become? What kind of people are these?" They'll stop him. "Hey, you stop," and put a little mark, put a little mark on his head, right? And then go through. Now, anybody that doesn't have it, let's find out. As I listened, he said to the others, "Follow him through the city and kill without showing pity or compassion. Slaughter the old men, the young men and women, and the mothers and children, but do not touch anyone who has the mark. Begin at my sanctuary." So they began with the old men who were in front of the temple. That's usually the case, they're sitting there in front of the temple. Then he said to them, "Defile the temple and fill the courts with the slain. Go." So they went out and began killing throughout the city. While they were killing, and I was left alone, I fell face down, crying out, "Alas, sovereign Lord, are you going to destroy the entire remnant of Israel in this outpouring of your wrath on Jerusalem?" He answered me, that's God answering, "The sin of the people of Israel and Judah is exceedingly great. The land is full of bloodshed, and the city is full of injustice. They say the Lord has forsaken the land. The Lord does not see. So I will not look on them with pity or spare them, but I will bring down on their own heads what they have done." Then the man in linen, the man with the writing stuff, with the writing kit at his side, brought back word saying, "I have done as you commanded." So I'm kind of, this is as shocking to me as the flood with Noah, right? I mean, the indiscriminate killing of those. Now, what if there was a man out there and that just happened to not be weeping at the time? Maybe he was lamenting all day long about the sins of Jerusalem, but not lamenting when the man with the writing kit came by. Or what about the children who have no idea of that, or the mothers that may be distracted with their babies, taking care of their families, that are wailing and lamenting the sins of Jerusalem? And who the heck could have possibly been left after all this? There can't have been, but just a few, maybe men that had lots of time on their hands to think about this type of stuff that were doing this. So this was basically another implication of a wholesale slaughter of the Jewish people within Jerusalem. I know that I'm not sure about Ezekiel. Is this vision? Is this prophecy? Or it's this part reads like a story. Anyway, if that's that God's idea of justice, then I don't know. I don't think so.